My name is Thomas Incoom.
Chuba Hubbard.
Princely Uman Mielin.
My name is Yash Nyman. I am an offensive lineman and I am representing Suriname.
Nigeria.
UK and Zambia.
Ghana.
Putting a sticker on the back of my helmet on game day allows me to represent my culture. I represent my culture proudly because I think it's integral to the person I am.
I was very fortunate to be able to represent my country in Nigeria on the back of my helmet with a helmet sticker and be able to display my heritage to the world. Heritage is important to me to represent because it's part of me. You know, everything that came before me, my family, you know, my last name, it all ties into Nigeria. My heritage is so special because, you know, wherever you see successful people, you see Nigerians. We have a culture of successful people.
It makes me unique. Like, not a lot of people can say that they are born in another country. So it's kind of unique to my story versus everybody else.
The real reason why I really wear the flag is just to give hope. It's not like a common thing for people over there to make it to the NFL, so maybe there's some little boy out there that see my Japan flag and he can figure out like, wow, like Pat was over here, he grew up in the military and he still made it, like defied the odds. So I wear it to give hope to someone else who over there that they can do the same thing I did.
When they put on the helmet, I sent a photo to my grandma, and I'm sure she's proud of it. And same with the Chinese flag. When I sent it to my grandpa, I think he thought it was pretty cool. They probably didn't think that their grandkid was gonna be in the NFL.
You know, I was born in Nigeria. My parents lived there their whole entire life. Although I'm living here with my immediate family, much of my extended family is still back there. I think about giving back over there just because I have so many people and so much family that my parents are close with and things like that that are still back there.
Both my parents immigrated to the UK to start their life and just give us better opportunities as we began to grow.
Both my parents are from Anambra State in Nigeria. They're from two different cities, but they hail for the same state.
I was over there until I was about like 14. I moved to the United States when I was like 14 for good. So like it just had a big like part of my life, just like shaping my life. Like whenever I would like have to go to school sometimes, so I would have to like take the train and like go through Japan, like the train stations and all that stuff to get back to the other base. Just like having like so much of like the culture, just growing up around it, I just want to give my respects because it just shaped me a lot just being over there.
So my grandma was actually born in the United States, and then during World War II, she was in the internment camps, and she moved back to Japan right after that until she was like 18, 19. And my grandpa's from China originally. I've been to both Japan and China. It was really cool to see both of them. Japan was pretty special because I got to see where my grandma's village was in Hiroshima. We traveled back to, you know, the little house in the village where she grew up. So that was special. And then the same as for my grandpa, when we went to China, we went all the way to Guangzhou, to his village, and got to see his house he grew up in that was like still locked up since his family had all moved on.
Both my parents came from Suriname back in the 80s. My parents came to a country like the United States to give me an opportunity to just be the best I can be in the classroom and at this sport and everything. Suriname is a beautiful country, so for me the most important part is just to be prideful and have that preserved, you know, for anyone that wants to visit or anyone that wants to learn more about it. I hope they know or learn that, you know, the Surinamese people are very prideful and that, you know, we have a lot of talented people that come out of there.
I think the biggest thing is that special athletes and great people can come from these countries as well, and that regardless of where you're from, you can achieve great things. As a young kid, to think that, you know, maybe one day I would, you know, be able to represent my country at this level, just a humbling thing, to be honest. Like at a young age, you just want to be able to make it. So to be able to make it and also just accomplish those things is special. So I'm definitely blessed.
One of the biggest ways I try to keep my culture alive was actually on draft night. You know, I had a custom suit made with the Nigerian flag and elements of the colors, green, white, green as well, you know, all throughout my suit, just kind of just putting my Nigerian heritage on display nationally.
This picture right here is from the night I got drafted. Probably years before the draft, I decided that I was gonna wear my cultural attire. So yeah, me and my parents and my whole family were in my cultural attire. There's another picture with my brothers, but me and my brothers were all matching in the same thing.
I'm here at the World Youth Championship, I think in 2015. I think I was 16 at the time, and I'm representing Canada on a world level. I had some wheels back then, but yeah, it was a special moment for me. I always had a dream of going to the Olympics for track and field, and now that that's possible for football, flag football, it's like something I've always dreamed of. Obviously, going to the NFL was something special for me, but this would be another feat that would be amazing just to achieve. So it's definitely something I'm looking forward to.
Any country in the Olympics is such a privilege. Putting the flag on your helmet is one thing, and then going out there and competing in the Olympics, don't get that opportunity. Being an Olympian, you put that next to your name, which is also really cool. So if I was ever able to represent either of these countries, I'd be very proud.
It'd be huge for me to be able to represent Nigeria on the international stage. I know flag football is coming to the U.S. here in a couple of years, so hopefully, they can find an avenue for me as an offensive lineman. We'll see, but honestly, it would be a great honor. My first time in Nigeria was great. It was honestly, very, very fun. I got to see a lot of my dad's side of the family. Got to try food straight from the source. My favorite Nigerian food, I'm gonna go ahead and go with a classic. It's jollof rice and goat meat.
Growing up and my grandma, making Japanese food, or with my grandpa and he's making Chinese food, and then, my mom makes both. It's pretty cool to have that variety in my life.
My favorite Nigerian food is probably some egusi soup.
My go-to, I say fufu, man. I love it.
I probably eat Nigerian food once a week. I found a good place down here, and then, when I'm back home, I eat it every day.
The best part I've gotten out of just my heritage has been just the perspective on life you get when you're growing up in a country where you weren't born in or your parents aren't from. It made me a lot more fluid in different ways with my thinking, with my understanding of how people are, and honestly it has made me more accepting of people in different walks of life.
It just taught me a way how to just respect other people's culture, and it really opened up my mind. I feel like it just helped me be a more well-rounded individual. Just different cultures, different foods, it just helped me just overall, I feel like be a more rounded person. When you start thinking about the Japanese culture, it's a very humble, respectful culture. So I try to be humble and respectful as well. So I feel like that's something I picked up.
My connection with my heritage is pretty unique. We didn't have a lot of money growing up, just because my parents left a really good life in Cameroon to essentially come back and be students in America. And just growing up without a lot of material resources, but we always had food, always clothes, but we weren't buying crazy Christmas gifts, we weren't taking crazy trips. And to have my house in my childhood still be filled with so much joy and meaning and purpose. It's not actually the amount of money you have that ends up making you happy or makes you somebody. It's your character. It's kind of these other intangible things that are materially cheap but spiritually expensive.
For me to be able to, represent my country, my hometown, and my people, it's a special thing.
I carry it with me on the field and off the field. So for people to see that, me representing this country, I hope they're able to learn more about it and to see that I'm prideful.
I feel like so much of who I am is because of the culture I'm from, the way my parents raised me. I think so much of the way I see life, the way I carry myself is because of where I'm from. And so to wear the Cameroonian flag right next to the NFL shield, one of the biggest brands in the world, I think it means the world to me. I feel like I'm able to bring my full self to the table when I play, and I hope fans can see me, get to know more about the country I'm from, and get to know me as a player through that.